This is not just a story of gods and angels. It is a story about you. In the timeless expanse before memory, there was only oneness. A single, breathing light, a silent song of perfect unity. Within this light, two eternal flames danced, mirrors of the same divine heart. One was called the light of truth, and the other the shadow of choice. They were not opposites, but two sides of existence itself, inseparable and whole. From this oneness, a thought emerged, the desire to know itself through experience. To feel love, one must first understand its absence. To know strength, one must face weakness. And so, a new realm was conceived, a garden of infinite possibilities, a world of form and substance. This was the dawn of your world. Into this garden, the essence of the divine was placed, a being named Abraham, which means father of many. He was not yet a man of dust and bone, but a pure soul, a fragment of the eternal light, tasked with tending to this new creation. He walked in perfect harmony with the oneness, knowing no separation, no fear, no doubt. The universe breathed through him, and he breathed with the universe. For an age, there was peace. Abraham knew only the light of truth. His world was constant, unchanging, and absolute. But the oneness, in its infinite wisdom, knew that a love that is not chosen is not love at all. A faith that is not tested is not faith. And so, a moment was prepared, an echo of which still resounds in the heart of every human being. The voice of the oneness, the source of all things, spoke to Abraham, not with words, but with a feeling, a deep, cosmic knowing. It said, "Behold the garden. All that you see is a reflection of my love for you. But there is a knowledge, you do not yet possess the knowledge of duality, of choice." And this is where everything changed. The oneness presented Abraham with a vision. Two paths appeared before him. One path glowed with a familiar, comforting light, the path of unwavering unity, of staying within the garden forever, safe and unchanging. The other path descended into a beautiful, terrifying darkness, filled with flickering stars, unknown worlds, and the echoes of a million possible lives. This was the path of separation, of free will, the path of becoming. The voice continued, "If you remain, you will know only peace. But if you choose the other path, you will forget. You will forget me, you will forget your home, and you will forget your true self. You will experience pain, loss, and fear. You will believe you are alone." A profound silence filled creation. Imagine the weight of this moment. To stay in eternal bliss, or to venture into the unknown, to experience the full spectrum of existence, even if it meant forgetting the source of all love. This was not a test of obedience. It was an offering, a divine sacrifice, offered first by God to man. But here is the truth, rarely spoken. The oneness then whispered the final part of the choice, the promise that has sustained creation ever since. "But in your journey through the shadows, you will carry a spark of my light within you, a memory buried deep in your soul. And one day, after you have known every joy and every sorrow, you will use that light to find your way back to me. And when you return, you will not return as a child who never left, but as a creator in your own right, having woven the darkness and the light into a new tapestry of wisdom. This moment still echoes within you." And Abraham, the soul of humanity, made a choice. He did not choose out of rebellion or pride. He chose out of a love so profound it was willing to endure anything to know itself more deeply. He chose the journey. He chose you. In that instant, the fall was not a punishment, but a sacred agreement. The veil of forgetfulness descended. The single flame of consciousness shattered into countless sparks, each one a human soul, scattered across time and space. Each spark began its long journey home, carrying the dual legacy of its choice, the pain of separation and the promise of return. The garden faded, and the world of duality was born. Light and shadow, good and evil, joy and sorrow, these became the fabric of your reality. You were born into this world, a descendant of that original choice. You opened your eyes, believing you were small, separate, and mortal. You forgot the celestial music, the eternal light, the oneness from which you came. You have walked through lifetimes, building empires and watching them fall. You have loved with all your heart and felt the sting of loss. You have felt abandoned, lost in the dark, crying out to a heaven you were not sure even listened. You have searched for meaning in power, in wealth, in knowledge, always feeling that something was missing. This feeling of incompleteness, this quiet ache in your soul, is not a flaw. It is a holy compass. It is the memory of oneness calling you home. It is the echo of the promise made in the garden. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every search for truth is you remembering. You are tending to the spark of divine light within you, fanning it back into a flame. And this is why this story matters now. You stand today at your own crossroads, just as Abraham did. Every day you are presented with a choice. You can choose the path of fear, of separation, of believing you are only this fragile body, this fleeting life. This path tells you that you are alone, that you must fight for your survival, that the world is a dangerous place. Or you can choose the path of love, the path of remembrance. This path asks you to look past the illusion of separation and see the divine spark in yourself and in everyone you meet. It asks you to trust that even in your darkest moments, you are not alone. You are guided. You are loved beyond measure. This is the great rebirth. It is not an event that will happen to you one day in the distant future. It is happening now, inside you. The journey of humanity is the story of God experiencing itself through you. Your pain is the pain of forgetting, and your joy is the joy of remembering. The story of Abraham choosing the path of experience was not an ending, but the true beginning. It was the start of a divine adventure, a cosmic love story between the Creator and the created. You are the protagonist of that story. Your life is the sacred text. So, listen. Listen past the noise of the world, past the fears of your mind. Can you feel it? The quiet, steady light within your heart. It has been there all along. It is your true nature. It is the oneness, waiting patiently for you to recognize it, to claim it, to become it. This is not a story about a distant God in the heavens. It is the story of the God within you, awakening from a long slumber. The fall was not into sin, but into experience. And the redemption is not from an external savior, but from the remembrance of your own inner light. The journey back is not a journey of distance, but of awareness. You are already home. You just have to open your eyes and see. Remember who you are.